Hi there, how's it going? I'm Asbestos451. In yesterday's video, I said that I would be making a video essay about the film Friendship, and, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the time to do that. Nobody does. Do you really believe me? That's rather silly of you to believe me. So, anyways, instead, I'm just going to have a few scattered thoughts about the film. That was pretty cool. Pretty funny. Don't really know what the takeaway was there, but it was an adventure, cinematic adventure. As I was watching it, I was thinking like, oh, there's some interesting DNA, some interesting residue from the fingers of the cinematographer or the director. There's a lot of interesting, a very specific zooming and panning motion that I saw frequently, and I was like, that's somebody's style. So picked that up, and then let's see. There was a scene where he's got the coffee. He filled it up to the top, and he's like making a big deal about how it's full to the brim. Watch out, don't let it overflow. And it's like that's a reference to the character of Craig, who is, as we are about to see over the next tens of minutes, is coming to a point of overflow, of craziness, of explosion, perhaps. And yeah, there's one scene where his son kisses his mom on the mouth, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, Oedipus complex reference." This time we're seeing the Oedipal complex from the position of a father, and he's like, representing his insecurity and commenting on the masculinity of this character. So I think that this film was trying to say something about, because we hear Craig say later on in the film that men shouldn't be allowed to have friends, and I think that's in some of the advertising for it as well. And so they're trying to, make some comments there, bring up a dialogue, express some thoughts, and another literary reference. Literary. I'll get back to you on what I just said there. Anyways, another moment. It was like, oh, Chekhov's gun. You see Craig breaks into Austin's house, steals his gun, and then it's a pretty obvious allegory to the idea of the Chekhov's gun, an element that will later on in the film provide some kind of payoff. So he's got the gun. You're thinking, where's the gun going to show up? Where's the gun going to show up? And eventually he pulls it out and threatens a bunch of people's lives with it. And it's like, there's the payoff. There's the payoff. And when he's threatening people's lives, we see Austin's toupee fall off, right? And we see that a couple times, and that's kind of deconstructing the character of Austin. Craig builds him up to be this big old special fella. Big old special fella's gonna change his life, his best friend forever. And he just isn't. He's just a dude. He's bald. He's just a guy. And you see this externalized, perhaps, through a scene where Craig is sinking into some mud, and Austin pulls him out. I think after that it goes into one of his future vision sequences. I can't quite remember exactly the timing on that, anyways. But that visual of sinking into the mud and being pulled out by the savior from his loneliness and despair. Only later, toupee falls off. He's just a dude. He's just a dude who doesn't really want to be friends with him because he fucking punched him in the face, and that's not nice. Another reference, Austin's name, Austin Carmichael. Carmichael stuck out in my head because I knew that was a name from Tim Robinson's sketch show, I Think You Should Leave. I can't remember the dude's full name, but it was in the one where he puts on the costume of the old man and goes into the mall, and but he's got too much shit on him, so he gets too hot, that guy's name was Carmichael. So I was like, we were using names. And interestingly, concepts. Um, when he mentions that, Craig mentions that the specific brand of clothing that he's wearing is the only clothes that fits him. It's kind of like, oh shoot, I can't remember the name of the store, but it had the complex patterns. And it's like, these are the only shirts that like look good, or these are my exact style, or whatever he said. Which is funny because the film was written by somebody else, so you know, but it doesn't quite have that lineage of Tim Robinson. I don't know the relation of the writer to Tim Robinson, but it's interesting that you see this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's about it. My phone just told me that it's about to run out of storage space, so the video's gonna end. Thank you for stopping by the Asbestos451 channel.